I'll give you the day. January 8th, 2024, the King's birthday, Elvis's birthday. Actually, my son's 13th birthday, too. That's the day of the approval, I believe, for BlackRock. Unfortunately, Kathy's going to get rejected the Friday before that. And Bitwise, and look, we have a piece of Amun. We own a piece of Amun, which is 21 shares with Kathy, and a piece of Bitwise. So I wish both of them would get approved, but I don't think they're going to get approved because I think the game's rigged, and I think the game is going to BlackRock.
Hey, Savvy Finance enthusiasts. Massive shout out for being the heartbeat of Savvy Finance. Your support has been the wind beneath our wings, and we can't express our gratitude enough. Now buckle up because we've got an exclusive deal just for you. Ever wanted a slice of the action? We're offering a golden opportunity to own part of our YouTube channel's potential future revenue. This isn't just an investment, it's an invitation to be a part of our story. Investing means you're not just an investor, you will be a participant in the future of Savvy Finance. No cheesy lines, just a genuine call to embark on this journey together. But wait, there's more. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, become a Savvy ambassador. Share our videos on every platform: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. Your shares amplify our visibility, potentially translating to more views and more YouTube revenue. Here's the kicker. If our viewership increases, we would not be just growing financially. We would be making a tangible impact by spreading valuable financial education. Now the icing on the cake. Invest and you'll score exclusive access to our private Savvy Finance Discord. Here you can chat with Savvy Finance, swap ideas with fellow investors, and be at the forefront of exciting developments. Click on the link below to register your Gigastar account. You can also find the link to my offering page in the description below. Get your Gigastar account ready, review the offering details, and let's embark on this thrilling venture together. To the incredible Savvy community, thank you for being the backbone of our success. Your journey is my journey, and together, we're creating waves. Cheers. Over the past few weeks, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has done its hardest to confuse anxious participants of the cryptocurrency industry about its intentions regarding the approval of a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund. Between repeatedly postponing making its decisions on all applications, battling grayscale in the courts, and filing lawsuits against giant crypto exchanges, the Commission has sent out a lot of negative signals over the past few months. Yet the entire industry is quite hopeful that the Commission will approve what many believe will be one of the many built-in blocks of the next crypto bull market. According to Mark Yusko, a renowned hedge fund manager and prominent crypto investor, the SEC will approve one of the several applications before it on the 8th day of January 2024. However, unlike almost every other prominent person in the space, Yusko is certain that only one application will be approved, and it will be BlackRock's. While nobody can ignore BlackRock's influence in the United States and the world at large, the consensus among other analysts and market participants is that the agency will approve several applications at once so it doesn't come off as biased. But Yusko's conviction is firm. He has, in fact, been predicting a powerful traditional finance player like BlackRock being the first to get the green light from the Commission for over a year, even before BlackRock submitted its application. According to Yusko, the SEC is using the same playbook it used before approving a gold ETF, giving influential players the first bite of the apple and approving others much later. However this is to play out, there is a very high chance that we will get a spot Bitcoin ETF in a few weeks, and with it, tens of trillions of dollars in new investment dollars will be pumped into Bitcoin and the entire digital space. We will now bring you clips from Mark Yusko's recent interview with Trade Premium as he discusses what he believes is coming for the crypto space in 2024 and beyond. But before we do, please take a little time to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more videos like this. Thanks and enjoy the video.
And I think the game is going to BlackRock. And I've been saying this for 18 months. So it's not like I just jumped on this bandwagon.
No. Yeah, indeed.
I've been saying it for a long time that the only one that gets approved is BlackRock, even before BlackRock had an application. And it's because of the famous, Mandela quote, right? First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. So from 09 to 15, they ignored us. A bunch of nerds and geeks playing through magic internet money. Then from 16 to 21, then they laugh at you. Ha, ha, nerds, geeks. Then they fight you. In 2022, they're like, oh shit, this is real. We need to fight. And so the fight is try to shut down all the competitors. So they got rid of all the lenders that were competing with JP Morgan and the like. And then they're like, oh, well, they got these exchanges and we got to slow them down. So, we'll sue them. And they sued them and now they just settled with CZ and now they're trying to control. And so they're like, whoa, okay, we can't kill it. So we'll just buy it all. Okay, but let's think about that. Well, if you buy it, do you think you control it? Right? The miners still control it. So you could go buy all the miners, but you can't get them all. So it's American arrogance, it's American exceptionalism that everything revolves like what we're 20% of Bitcoin volume around the world is American. I mean, we're just not that important. We're important, but we're not that important. And so I think what's going to happen is BlackRock gets approved, and that 30 trillion number is from Eric Balchunas, and it's UBS and Merrill Lynch and all these firms that have said, no, you can't buy this. You can't buy GBTC. You can't buy the miners. This is bad. In fact, at Merrill Lynch, if you made your money in crypto, they won't take you as a client. Just
Crazy.
ridiculous. Like ridiculous. They're basically saying you're a drug dealer, you're a terrorist. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But that's how you fight innovation. Ultimately, this ETF, it's going to happen. And 1%, as Anthony said, is going to go into this ETF. Because every client has been begging to own it. Not a lot. They don't need 10% or 20%, just one. And if you'd done that 5 years ago, instead of making 10% in your portfolio, you would have made 12. It's pretty good. 200 basis points for a 1% allocation, that's pretty good. So it's the best performing, Bitcoin's the best performing asset 12 of the 15 years, including this year. And if you put it in a portfolio, it's perfect because it's uncorrelated with everything else.
Yeah.
It's 0.0 correlated to bonds, 0.15 correlated to stocks. And it's because stocks and bonds are correlated 30% because they derive their value from the same thing. Economic growth, interest rates, GDP. That's not what Bitcoin derives its value from. It derives its value from millennials. Millennials, okay, are going to inherit $30 trillion from us, the boomers. They're not going to put it in stocks and bonds. They're going to put it in digital assets. My granddaughter, who's one, I'll use a prop. So my granddaughter is one. She will never have one of these. She will never have a leather wallet. She will never know what paper money is, right? She's a Zoomer, a Gen A. She'll never, ever use paper money. Not ever.
The future Yusko passionately describes for digital assets goes beyond the ETF and some percentage increases in Bitcoin's price. He is describing the future of a human race, a future when digital assets become part and parcel of our everyday lives. Everything will be digitized from finance to advertising, insurance, and just about every other sector. According to Yusko, in a matter of years, hardware security modules will be an important part of everyone's daily activities. Yusko likens HSM, which are dedicated crypto processors, to the invention of the browser and how it revolutionized Web 1 and the Internet. According to the Morgan Creek Capital founder and managing director, even boomers who are currently mostly critical of digital assets will be forced to be a part of the space as everything pans out over the next few years. As this plays out and more people get onboarded, Yusko predicts the next step will be Bitcoin becoming the world's reserve currency. Here are more clips from his interview.
See, the thing that people are forgetting, people are like, oh, Bitcoin's going to be the next world reserve currency. No, it's not. The renminbi is going to be the next world reserve currency. And the reason is, and this is kind of fascinating, so especially given where Tim's from, and the original global reserve currency was the Portuguese currency. And you think about that. How does little Portugal, which is not very big, it's like, size of Ohio, how does it become the superpower? And it's because the center of the universe was in southern Spain and Portugal. There was no New World. There was no North America, no South America. India was just, fledgling country, been around a long time. But, and Portugal had the tallest trees, therefore the fastest ships, the most powerful navy. They dominated and they became the world reserve currency. Then Spain took them over and became the fastest armada, and they had the world reserve currency. Well, then a funny thing happened. The Dutch, which is about the size of Indiana, took over the most powerful armada in the world. How? Because the Rothschilds created the first bank, first central bank in 1607, and they printed money out of thin air and bought a mercenary force to conquer Spain. It's pretty cool. So Netherlands had the world reserve currency for about 60 plus years. Well, then what happened? If you've seen the movie that's out now, Napoleon turned out was a better general than the mercenaries. So France took over. And then they had the world reserve currency. Then a bunch of the Rothschilds left Holland and went to the UK and opened another central bank and printed more money and brought the steam engine to naval warfare. And they defeated the French. And so they became the superpower, and the sun never set on the British Empire. Then the upstart Americans got nuclear, and we had the most powerful Navy. 10 years ago, China figured out the next superpower is not from ships, it's from chips. It's not about naval superiority, it's about cyber superiority. It's about 5G, it's about AI. And they graduate 4.5 million STEM engineers every year in China. And they have a goal. So from 1990 to 2020, the goal in China was to become a moderately prosperous socialism economy. They call it the harmonious rise. Doesn't sound threatening at all, right? And they took 700 million people out of abject poverty into the middle class. It's the greatest feat in human history. Unbelievable. 700 million people into the middle class. Absolutely incredible. Now, the next 30 years, their stated goal is to become the world superpower. They're already a superpower, and they have a reserve currency. It's part of the SDR, but they want to be the superpower and have the reserve currency. And I think they'll achieve it. But after that, then I think Bitcoin comes in and displaces them.
Do you agree that the SEC is about to throw all caution to the wind by approving only BlackRock's Bitcoin ETF? According to Cathie Wood, ARK Invest founder and chief executive officer, her firm, which also has a pending application for a spot Bitcoin ETF, the commission seems to be carefully considering each application, and it is engaging all the 9 to 10 firms that have sent their applications. However, when it comes to the cryptocurrency industry, it does seem like there are no lengths U.S. regulators will not breach to increase their hold on the industry. Please drop your comments and observations on Mark Yusko's interview in the comments section below. Also, ensure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications for more insightful interviews featuring the industry's brightest minds. Thanks for watching.